How's it? Sean from Combat Simulations. Beda Fomm. This is the scenario we're going to be playing today from Command Ops 2. And we're going to be playing it from the Allies' point of view. Alright, so if you're interested in realistic combat simulations from all eras, that's from ancients right through to modern and beyond, plus overviews, tutorials, tips, guides of these awesome simulations, subscribe now and make sure you hit the notification button so you can get updated on all my future videos. And also like and share my videos and watch them. Very important. Yeah. All right. So Ben Fomm, initial orders delay will gravitate from 0 to 100% during the first hour. Allies briefing to General Richard O'Connor, commander of the, I think that's the 13th Corps. General O'Connor, the Italian 10th Army is in full retreat and appears bent on a complete evacuation of, I can't pronounce that, Sardinia. All right. As commander of the 13th Corps, you have full confidence in pursuing whatever means you find the most expedient in disrupting their efforts to do so. Cut the bastards off and destroy them. Jumbo. Oh, gosh. Okay. Scenario briefing. North Africa, February the 5th, 1941, south of Benghazi, Libya. It's a historical scenario. In late January 1941, the British learned that the Italians, in response to the British success of Operation Compass, were evacuating Sardinia, I can't pronounce that, by the way of the coast road south from Benghazi. The British 7th Armoured Division was dispatched to intercept the Italian army en route to their destination. It was evident that the entire division together was too slow, so a flying column was sent on a direct route across the desert towards the coast and near the settlement of Beda Fomm. On the 5th of February 1941, they arrived at the town and proceeded to form a roadblock along the road to cut off the retreating remnants of the Italian 10th Army. Oh, sorry. The following day, the Italians arrived and attacked, but failed to break through the blockade. For 2 days, 500 riflemen, a squadron of light tanks, and a few field and anti-tank guns held off 20,000 Italian soldiers with 100 tanks and 200 guns. The fighting was close and even hand-to-hand. At one point, a regimental sergeant major captured an Italian tank by hitting the commander over the head with a rifle butt. The final a final effort came 7th of February when 20 Italian flat M1340 tanks broke through the thin cauldron of riflemen and anti-tank guns, only to be stopped by field guns barely yards from the regimental HQ. The officer commanding the Italian forces was General Tellera. He was killed by a bullet in the field, and Lieutenant General Ferdinando Conna assumed command, only to be captured during the battle by the Allied forces. Okay, so yeah, quite. This is when the Italians were on the run. And the British were trying to stop them. Obviously, coming down this road from down here. So I'm assuming they're coming down here. So there's our objectives. Let's just have a look at them. All right, so we've got destroy the enemy, which is the biggest objective we've got. We've got to block the roadblock there and block the road, but that's going to give us 10 and 10. That's 20. And that's it. That's it. We have on the field at the moment, this is what's still coming, but at the moment we have, we've got this combat force. All right. And we've got them going over there and them going over. So we've got this combat force. I've sent one, which has got really motorized rifle brigades down here to take this objective over there. And the combat force with these HQ and the hussars will come and take that. But these guys will go down there and take that. And that's it. And I'm just waiting for those reinforcements. So reinforcements are coming day one. So sometime today. It's a 3-day scenario. So on day one at 1500 hours. So now we're going to get a big pile of 17 units coming, and then 3s, and then 12 again. Where's that 12 coming? Oh, there's a 12 coming from up there. Jeez. Okay, that's a wow. And then there are those ones up there. All right, brilliant. So yeah, let's fight. There's nothing else I can remember. If I forget something, I'll mention it. But there's the objectives we need to hold. So we just need to get these guys onto these objectives. That's it. Okay, so we got that one objective. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep that. Shit, that's a bit too far. And then he's gonna sit and hold that objective. This is good. So we got all those objectives. Yeah, so we are doing pretty well. He's just gonna come. The scenario did say he's going south, and these are like roadblocks blocking him along the road, but they're not really blocking him on the highway. This is a just trying to think. This is a highway. Now, why do we lose these objectives? Shit. You know what? You know what's happened here? He's got an exit objective here, and you know what's going on here? Look at that minus. The bloody thing is that with the scenario, and I hate it. He's got different objectives than us. Yeah, he must have an exit objective over here, and he's got different objectives. That's why it doesn't work out. It's badly designed scenarios. You got to have common objectives to both sides. Otherwise, there's no friction in the scenario. And now I'm telling you now, that's why because he came past here, must have come past here, and look at it. It's not. We were leading, and now we're not leading. So I'm thinking that this bugger over here, I'm thinking I'm going to put these guys on the highways. I'm going to put, because he doesn't have this. I mean, he can't, obviously. And I'm going to put him to there. This is the only way. Because look how it's just moved like that. Hey? Yeah. See what's happened here. In fact, maybe I should just bring this damn thing down here. No, I won't, because it's on a... And over here, I'm thinking of just putting this O on that objective over there. And let him just go there, and let him sit there till whatever time. I'm assuming he's obviously now coming... And I'm going to bring this O down to there. To guard this road. In fact, let him go down there. Let him go down there. I'm assuming he must be on the road. No, he doesn't have these objectives. There we go. The reason he doesn't have these objectives because he would have been attacking them, and he hasn't been attacking them. So he doesn't have those objectives. Obviously. That's why I say you got to have common objectives in a scenario. You got to have it. Otherwise you end up with a situation like this again. You know what? Maybe I'm going to put that lot back there. And I'm going to put this... Hang on. I'm going to put this lot... No, I'm going to put this lot back here. And I'm going to put this lot there. Because obviously... Let's just take out no sleep so we can get them moving. Let's reattach him. We've got to keep this thing honest, yeah. Yeah, so that's the reason there. So there he is. There's the reason. I just want to make sure that these guys sit on those objectives. There we go. There we go. He's on the main highway. This isn't his objective here. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we're losing. Because you know what he's gone and done? He's gone and exited some people here. I've had so much experience in the game with this type of stuff, where the objectives aren't common to both sides, which is a bullshit type of scenario design. It's rubbish design. You have to have some objectives that are common to both players. You've got to have them, otherwise you've got no friction. If he's got no objectives to take these, and he hasn't, because he hasn't assaulted yet. He's been moving past. That's why it's been going out. Which means if he's got no objective to take there, no incentives, I can sit on there and he can sit on there and he can just exit all his forces off the field. And then there's no fight. You've got to have common objectives. I wish I could talk to the scenario designers, these guys that made this. Stop with the scenarios where there's no common objectives. You have to have them, otherwise it's not a game. You can't play it really. It's not. It's not. It's just not. It's just. I had this a few times before. I had this in a Pindus historical campaign, which was a really bad design, the scenario. And I can't believe how the guys didn't test that scenario to see that. And I've said this over and over and over again. You have to have objectives that are common to both sides. Otherwise, you don't have a game. Otherwise, there's no friction in the game. And I don't know where these are. It's fine having objectives, some objectives that are not common to both sides. But the main objectives of the scenario must be common to both sides. Like, for example, I should have had an objective to maybe not exit there, but to hold over there. And that objective would have gone down as to stop him. Saying the stuff in the briefing is not good enough. Saying the stuff, oh, the telling, this is not good enough. That's not good enough for the scenario. You need to put an objective in there. And I'll say this again. I'll say it over and over because it irritates me when they design scenarios like this. It's typical. There's just no way. There's no common objectives here. Luckily, because I've had some experience at this, I kind of picked this up. Because I started to realize he's not assaulting here. I mean, suddenly it went from us winning to nothing, and that means he's exiting units, and he's not assaulting these objectives. So that means he hasn't got them as objectives. So he's coming down this highway and bypassing us and exiting his troops. Now we've got to go down there and stop him. It's the only way we can stop him from exiting his objectives. Now we've got to stop him over here. Because he's obviously got an objective over there. We can get some reinforcements and we can put them on yeah. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to face them this way. When do my reinforcements come? Day 3 at 1 o'clock. It's not going to bloody help me. In fact, just stay there. See, with no common objectives, it's rubbish, man. Really. Because I know wants to exit now, and I can't. Well, that's a little bit better. Now he's trying this other route here. Yeah. Yeah, I see, now I'm using these guys to defend an objective so that he can't leave. But it's not anything that's getting us any points, and these are the ones that we need the points from. And because of this, because there's no common objectives, I'm defending imaginary objectives here. It's really rubbish design scenario, badly designed. You have to have objectives that are common to both sides, else you don't have a game. All right, brilliant. Now he can go back down to there, and he can fight over there. All right, and he can do his max. See if we can stop him this side. Yeah. He's got some troops and whatever. See if he'll move up. Yeah, the reason we're keeping this like not so bad is because we've kind of stopping him from getting out of here. I'm thinking of putting this guy. No, keep him there. Let's just see how this looks. I'm going to put him over there. See if we can hold off there. See if we can pick up a. See if we can pick up a Why not? If he's going to use the main road, why aren't these objectives here on that road? Why are they here on the side here, and on here on the side here? Why the hell isn't this objective on the main highway? Okay, maybe not, because that's defending against the side here. But what about this objective? This objective is in the middle of nowhere here. What's the use of having it there? Why is it not on the road? You with me? See if I can drive him off over there. When's that last reinforcements coming? 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pause it until there's further action. Okay, so these O's came from that side. Now I've asked them to come down this road here and go and sit on that objective over there. These O's are still stopping stopping whoever these guys come through here. Okay, to get here, because he's obviously got an exit, and we got back this one. He's still wanting to go over there. So we got this group. That's the last of our reinforcements. Oh, I see. Yeah, so uncommon objectives. Objectives that aren't common to both sides always leads to bad scenario design. Bad scenario design. And I don't know why they obviously didn't play test this. Luckily, I've had enough experience in this game to know a few scenarios like this. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, you see. Look at that. In fact, we'll just keep it like that. He's trying to go around us. Let's just try and see if we can. Now we should be getting some. Yeah. See, now he's not. These aren't his objectives. He's wanting to come down here, and luckily, we are bringing this lot down the bottom here. Now I'll keep him there because he's bottled up in the road there. I'm thinking of bringing him but down here. See there. Let's see if he can help out down here. Yeah, maybe some more down this road, yeah. So you can fight him on his way down there. Because he's now bypassing us here. You see, he's going. And we only got till tonight. 2000, 8 o'clock tonight. So I don't know. Trying to block him down there. Maybe we got a sandstorm going here. That's why we. Stop him over here. Alright, so these guys are going to get down the road and through there. So they've got to fight through all of that. This guy, yeah, I'm trying to, you know, stop him because he's obviously wanting to come out. I wish we had an objective there that we could hold. That would have made it perfect. If we had an objective, he's got an exit and we had the same objective, but as like a hold objective, like one of these. But because he doesn't do that, now we're putting this here. We're getting nothing from it except denying him to cross. Alright, I'm going to pause it until there's further action. Yeah, okay, so obviously he's trying to get out here. It's 4:30, day 3. So now it's going to be over now. So this is obviously an exit objective. Obviously, he's not contesting these objectives. He's not doing it. He's trying to bypass. If If he was contested, he would have taken these or made an attempt, but he hasn't. He's not contesting that. And then luckily we bring in this guy in here. Luckily I knew this, otherwise this probably would have ended in a draw. If I held my objectives, he held his, maybe in a draw or loss for us. But because the scenario designers didn't put in common objectives, that's how this game is ending. Anyway. Yeah, you see, he's trying to get out here. He's trying to get down here. Either got to. This is an exit objective of some sort, and I'm preventing him. I'm preventing him from getting out there. That's why I brought these guys even further down here. Yeah, this is preventing him from getting out. That's why it's sitting on our win side, because he needs to exit a few things. And the thing is, we didn't. If we just left this, he would have just gone out and exited out. I mean, this road bypasses the middle of these two. In no ways does this stand as roadblocks stopping him across the road. The scenario designers, there's the main highway, bro. There's the highway. It's not over here and it's not over there. This in no way is blocking him from getting across here. If you're going to put a roadblock up, you put it on the main highway, right? I actually think about this to put it on there. And I don't even think you mentioned it in the briefing. Let's have a look in the briefing. Did you mention it in the briefing? Oh yeah, okay. The British access, south from Benghazi. The British to intercept them en route to it was evident that the entire was so. Yeah, near the settlement of Beda Fomm. Anyway, what he's trying to say is coming down here. He's trying to exit, because you can see he's trying to exit here. There's nothing going on here in Beda Fomm. I don't know what they were thinking about the battle being over there. This is far. The battle is more down here, in this area here. There's nothing happening at Beda Fomm, let me tell you. Nothing ever happened there, nothing probably will. But luckily, we blocked his escape route. So we're denying him points by getting his units off the battlefield. And that's the only way to really win this. Although if you sit and hold these objectives, would have probably ended up in a draw at best, because you still also need to destroy the enemy, which I don't know how much that affects the scenario. But because we don't have an objective down here, which we should have had. Hello, scenario designers. That's the reason. Yeah, I would have, when I first started playing this game originally, about 2 months ago or so, I probably would have just sat on these objectives. I wouldn't have known to go down here. I wouldn't have known about it. And it's the same happened at the Pindos. I was caught unawares in that Pindos campaign. You must check the historical Pindos campaign. No common objectives to both sides. So what he did was, marginal victory. Well, luckily, congratulations, Commander, you've won a marginal victory. The news of your victory is heartening for the persistence and drive in achieving the success. I've nominated you for a promotion. Henry Maitland Wilson, Middle East Command. Yeah, we killed a lot of these guys. Like it said in the scenario briefing, a lot of them were killed, the Italians, as they were trying to escape. And he lost a lot of armored fighting vehicles and 2 guns as well. He ended up with 36 and we were 75. And look at the shitload that he has here. Hey? Look at this. Look at the shitload that he has here. And let me tell you, he's trying to exit here. No ways was he contesting this. And I'm going to say it again. You cannot create scenarios in any war game where there's no common objectives. Because then there's no friction. There's no friction in the war game. There's no friction to go and there's no incentive to go and grab an objective that somebody else has. There's no incentive to do it. And the thing is, when you don't create common objectives, you create an objective for this side, you can't see it. So how do you know? Must you smell out of your eyeballs where this guy's going to go? How do you know? And saying, hinting in the briefing of the scenario design is not good enough. Let me tell you, it's not good enough. You need clear objectives, especially in a war game. And you have to have some common objectives, most of them. You can have the odd ones, which aren't, right? Fair enough, but the main ones need to be common. They need to be common, otherwise you need to fight over something. All right. Now, what they should have done, the designers, is they should have had an objective here for us too. Maybe with one like 20, that we got to hold occupation and holding. Here, where he's exiting. Otherwise, if we just sit on those two, he just bypasses us. He just bypasses. If I was playing against the Axis, he just goes sit on these objectives. Why would he have an incentive? He doesn't know about it. He doesn't know that I'm trying to exit out of here. The only way that you can know if I'm gonna stop you from is having an objective here myself, which I then imaginarily created. I created because I realized straight away after like day 2 or day 1, right by the end, I realized I had these, and suddenly I was winning, and suddenly I'm losing again. The same thing in the Pindus campaign. Same damn thing in the Pindus campaign when I smelt a rat suddenly, and we had no common objectives. I don't know what the scenario with that Pindus historical campaign. I don't know what they were thinking with that campaign. Terrible design campaign. It was it's an opportunity for them to make a good campaign, and they did a terrible job of it. And playing, I even did the scenario after playing as the Allies, Axis, and I showed you how I could just exit all my forces without even fighting. And the AI didn't know about it because he's sitting on his objective. He didn't know about the ones that I got this exit objective. So there we go. Yeah. So the only way I was sort of able to win this was that I smelt a rat, and I decided that I needed. He's obviously got an objective here, so I need to stop him from getting his forces off the field, and then holding that one, and that's the only way we got the marginal victory. Anyway, I know that's it for my bitching and moaning. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to bitch and moan. I'm going to play this as the Axis in the next scenario, and I'm also going to go straight for this. Obviously, an exit objective. These are obviously not objectives. They're not, because he's not fighting for them. You can see he's not combating for them. He's not trying to fight for them for me. So I'm gonna maybe come down this road, get the required amounts off, and then if I don't have these objectives, I know where he is now, where he has it. So I'll try and go and fight there and whatever to try and deny him the points there. All right, I think I've covered everything. Enough of my bitching money. Love this game. Go buy it. It's so good. All right, Sean from Combat Simulations. Please subscribe to my channel. It's free. I mean, if you're interested in realistic combat simulations from all eras, ancients right through to modern, um, reviews, tutorials, tips, overviews of all these games as well, then subscribe now. It's free. And hit the notification button. And also leave comments and suggestions. And watch my videos. Like them and share them. Helps a lot. I promise you. All right, until our next fight, as Beda Fomm as the Axis. Good day on you.